noise first. So, I'm sorry, E flat, a little higher. Yeah. Keep it pretty wide. Can you go back to third finger and make it wider? It's just as wide as possible. Anything going on? You could have that fourth finger more rounded. Be better. It would be better for tone. That means this knuckle. Can you just put it down, fourth finger, without letting it cave in? So, why don't you go to rest position just for a second, and just do this. Put your thumb on. Okay, that's what I'm looking for, just for strength and yeah, so that doesn't cave in. Anyway, so put it down lightly so it's not caving in, and then just anywhere. And then, yeah, now practice just, either pressing down lightly, or another thing you could do is stretch it like up and down without losing that shape. Can you slide it up and down the string? Now, do this with the hand staying in one place. Like just sliding it up and down like this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, and don't go so much that this starts to give in. Okay, so let's, if you don't mind, let's take it from the highest note, fourth finger on E. E flat. Bring your elbow around to help you with that fourth finger. it wide. Keep it wide. Right, so just remember the arches in Rome look like this, and the arches in China look like this. And which one stayed up longer? The Roman arches stayed up longer, so we want to keep those arches, you know. All right, so let's go on to what's next? 12? Oh, do that again. Do third finger again. So it doesn't get tight at the end. That's the way. That's that whole step. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Well, E flat. Yeah, it's higher. It is kind of on the high side. No. 12 and above. That's your tonic. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was it. So 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, Zoe. Good, 16. Good. Fourth finger. Good, very good. A little bit higher. D natural. Keep counting. You have to get the numbers in. 3, yeah. 4, yeah. 4, yeah. One fourth and grading. good. All right. Good work. Keep it up, and let's do the yellow book. I wonder if on this assignment, I wonder if we can do, sorry, I have this over there. I wonder if we can do, can we just do like 4 wiggles on each toe? You try it? Actually, why don't you do 6 on each toe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might be a better speed. Okay, so that's right. Why don't you start again? So sorry. I just realized I forgot something in the copy machine. Why don't you keep going and I'll be right back. Do you mind starting again? Just leave out the vibrato, but do marcato now. So no vibrato. Just try to turn it off. So don't vibrate at all. It's hard to do. So. Keep going. Right there, 3, 3. Yep, it'll be a high 3, so it'll feel like the yellow finger pattern in between the 3 and the 4. Close. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'll start right there again. 4, step up to 1. Oopsie. So skip. So you skip over 1. Alright, step, half step, a half step. Yeah, maybe not that low. And then, yeah. That's going to be close. So snuggle the 3 against the 2. Play the 2. Yes. Oop, that's a step. That's a skip. Oops, that's a leap over to, yeah. Oopsie, that's a leap. It's a pattern, like, I don't know. step up. It's a whole step, so it's a little higher. That's right. You can put fingerings in this. It's fine with me if you do that. I think if you do that, then you'll be like, oh, I don't need it, because you'll know how to read the notes in position. So just write in the fingerings if you need to. Okay, let's go right to, we talked about starting A major and getting your own scale book. Flush scale system would be nice to get. And, but until you get that, let's maybe do Suzuki Book 7. I think the A major scale is written out in that book. So page 10. Yeah. Okay, so that's page 9, so page 10 would be the next page. Yeah, let's do that. So C sharp. Can you make the C sharp higher? Do you mind starting again? Just start right on the slur. Good. Alright, do it again. Do it again with the open strings that I marked in. Okay, so you're on the 4. Can you start on the 4? 4, 3. And then 4. 4 in third position. Yeah. On the E string. I'm going to give you a different fingering, sorry. Hope you didn't hope this isn't going to bother you. So 4, you're going to come down differently. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you'll be on a 3 in third position. Try that. You mind starting again? Okay, something happened, so start again. Just go. Then 4, 4. Now slide down the 4. 1 and then 3 in third position. Yes. That's right. Do you mind doing it? We'll do it together. the top, the highest note. Okay, feet in good position. Yeah, ready, go. Try it again. 4, 4. Try it again, ready, go. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3. Good, yes, very good. All right, so now we'll go on to the Mozart. Okay. There you go. Okay, so if you don't mind, even if you do, let's just count and clap a little bit of this. So put your violin down. So the fastest note values are what in this piece? What are the fastest notes? Are they eighths or sixteenths or quarters?
6.
Yeah, 16th. So that means you'll want to count 1 and 2 and right? Okay. And then what beat do you start on in this piece? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
It should be 3, yeah, because I don't know if you knew this, but the last measure always completes the upbeat. It should in a composition. So 1, 2 is here. 3 is here.
So 1, 2.
And say the 1 and a 2 and is
1
and
and a 2 and a
3 and 1 and
2 and a 3 and a.
Right. So you should be clapping these rhythms. Okay, so start again.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a and a no. Yeah. 1
Well, yeah, that's right.
1
That's right. You're counting 16ths and you have 8s.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and
yeah, so do that again so it kind of makes sense.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a.
Yeah, so basically you only have 8 notes and quarter notes with a little 16th, like an upbeat, a little kind of hitch before dun, ta-da, like that, sort of like a dun, ta-da, and then you go to the dotted rhythms, the quarters and the 8s, basically. And then you end on a half note, so not too hard. Can you, just for me, why don't you start with this, so can you just say 3 and a 1 E, like that?
3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1.
Now let's keep going.
3
3 and like that.
3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 1.
It changes, so it changes to a natural, so just clap on it.
Oh, 1 and a 2
and a 3. Oh, you're starting here?
3 and a 1 and a
2 and a 3 and a 1 and a
2 and a
3 and a change, right, and so on and so forth. Okay, good. Now over here, this is a challenge, but it would be 3 and a 1 and a. Okay, that's really good to clap it. So 3 and a 1 and a, like that. 3 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and so on and so forth. They go over and over, and then it continues on. This is very Mozart style. It's very classical style. So we're gonna really hone in on. Even though this is just another minuet, it's a minuet in the classical style, so it's very different. So, have you ever studied like Baroque art or middle? Oh my goodness! If you decide to become an art major, you will study that, like how it's different. Like how it progresses from, you know, and then into the classical artists, and then into the, you know, the more the romantic era. And I'm sure their relationship, they probably don't call those periods the same, but I think there are some similarities in the terms for painters. Of course, you've heard of Impressionism, right? Well, there's Impressionism in music too, so so there are some parallels with music. But anyway, let's get used to some of the. Let's get your violin, and we're just going to get used to some of the ways to play these notes. So the opening is going to be a long bow, so very, you know, dun, da, da, very heroic sounding. Since this is soft, I'll need you to lift the bow here. Okay, so you're going to have to lift the bow because it's... Some of these dotted 8/16 will be long bow, like the beginning when it's forte, it'll be whole bow. But this one, I want you to do a little bit of a lift. So you'll lift and reset the bow closer to the, you know, middle to front, lower half. Okay, so can we start right there? Done. So a little bit lower on the bow, slightly lower, like maybe an inch lower. Yeah. So going up bow. Kind of a lighter bow too.
Where are we?
Oh, we're right here.
Okay.
Ready, go. Right. And then over to the D string. And the same thing, you're going to have to lift the bow here on these. So it'll be like a little bit of a lift, and then you'll set the bow. Can we start right there? So fourth finger on the D string. And D string. Can you find that note on the D string? And then 3, 2, 1. And then 2. So try to get comfortable with these fingerings because they're different. They have you going around to fourth position and so on. Okay, going on. Now in this one, you can just stay where you are. I don't mind lightening up the bow and using a little more. So start right there. It'll be in the upper half. Slow bow. And then it gets stopped. I would stay in position. And then it's forte, like the beginning. Oh, can you show me a snappier rhythm? Repeats, which we won't do. Now, over here, play everything super, super short. Everything. Yeah, you just have to trust me on this. This should be played extremely clipped. It's going to seem like 2/16 with an 8 rest. Just do it. You just have to do it blindly because I know everyone thinks, oh, but it's a dotted 8. It's just not played that way. It's always played that way. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it goes. Okay, so try it like that, and then it goes on, same rhythm. You could do harmonics there. And then it's like previously. Very, very short. Everything stopped. So it's kind of a neat little minuet and trio. So that's that. So I would work on, this is very nice Corelli front as well, so. You can pretty much play anything in this book, but I think the Mozart is definitely worth working on, so it's a nice one. So, anyway, so try to use the bow the way we talked about, and then just get comfortable with the fingerings, so. So I would do like the fingering workout, try to make sure you don't go past the place where you can get all the fingerings right, and then I'm working on stuff right now. It's like I have to make sure that I can do something the right way. If it's been a challenge for me, make sure I do it right 3 times in a row, and then I know I'm probably pretty secure. All right, so that's it. It's a numbers game. Try to play through it as much as you can. There you have it.